Welcome, everyone, to our Thursday night stamping and having fun and joining in with each other, just creating and having a good time. I'm glad to see you here. If you're here for the first time, I welcome you. My name is Marilyn. I'm coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator who loves to create and share with all of you. So if you're here, um, whether it's first time or whether you're returning, please let us know where you're coming from, where you're watching from, and let us know something positive and happy that's happened to you today. We are in a heat wave here in Alberta, and I'm very positive and happy that my air conditioning is working. So come on, let us know what you're happy about today. Share some happy news, whether it's to do with Stampin' Up or whether it's just to do with your family or you or whatever. We always like to share with each other. So as you're coming on, please do that. I'm going to do some usual things here and see if everything is working. So as you can see on the screen, that's the card that I will be making, but I'm going to pop over to me here and let you know that I'm here. I am a person and I love sharing with you. So I'm excited to share this design with you today and a bunch of other things. So as I go on to talk about the usual things, I'm going to do it a little bit different. So I want to show you my desktop, and I'm going to talk about Zoom with Friends and show you this card. Usually I do cards at the end, show you, but I want to show you now because this is a card we made in our Stamping with Friends last Friday. And it's just really a cute design that Linda shared with us. And I thank you, Linda, for doing that. It stands up, which is one of our criteria. We all like to have cards that stand up so we can display them. And a different fold. So I just thought I would share these as I talk about the events that I do host on Zoom. So that is our our Zoom with Friends on Fridays at 1 o'clock. And next I have Christmas cards. I do 12 months of Christmas cards. So I do one class a month, and we are so happy and excited that at the end of our November, we've got our cards all made. So these are the cards we made last week in our Christmas card class, mainly designer paper. The ladies sometimes wonder about me because I don't often put something inside them. I usually write in mine. So just some ideas I can show you a little bit closer up, and a different fold again showing off this paper. So that's what we did in our Christmas card class last week. And today we had this one, our monthly card class, and we made these cards again with the envelope being matched to the card. And just a word for any who don't know that Stampin' Up does not allow us to send kits out with stamping on them. So everybody did their own words with whatever stamp they had, but I can emboss and I can die cut. So that one, we did this one with this fold, which I'd been really excited to try, and I was happy that it worked. And this one with this fold, which is that way, and it also stands up as a regular card. So that just gives you an idea of some of the cards and the kind of things that we can do there. So having said that, let me pop over to I see some comments and just quickly look and make sure everything is going well. I see Pam and Betty on YouTube. Just a word also that I like to mention there that I can see everybody's comments, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, but you'll only be able to see the ones on the program that you're on. So if you're on YouTube, you can see YouTube comments. And if you're on Facebook, you can see them. And I don't know of any way around that other than I can highlight them. I see Roz from Florida. Good to see you. I see Peggy. Thank you for sharing. I see Bonnie. I have something like this. I can spotlight it on the screen Everyone, it's hot in Saskatchewan. I'm grateful to be able to go to the pool and for AC. Yes, I agree, Gail. And then we have Linda. Linda did that one card I showed you in the beginning. Pam is excited to have her Christmas cards done. And oh, Pam, okay. I should have mentioned that throughout our classes, Pam. I'm sorry. She did not know that we could not send anything with stamping on it. That is a Stampin' Up rule, and we follow it. So, oh, and Yvonne, I was thinking of you tonight. I wondered where you were. You must have been on holidays. I missed you. So glad you're back. Linda likes that card. Karen, hello. Bonnie did the card with us today and had a little trouble with difference between 1/16 and 1/8 of an inch. So glad to hear you got it figured out, Bonnie. Thank you. Okay, so now the other thing I do want to share with you before I get into the card is this. Whoops, I can see it. You can see it. I have created a document. It's 12 pages long. And you can see the header there. Online only products as of July 14th. With pictures, prices, colors. Someone had generously shared the basis of it, and I just updated it with pictures that weren't there and whatever. And I highlighted the ones I have. And I was mentioning to the ladies today that I was totally shocked at how many online only products, and that's why I'm calling them online only. I guess there's been some confusion with them being called online exclusives. So they are only available online. But if you look at the yellow, I've got all of those, and I was really quite surprised. So let me know if you'd like a copy of this. I have sent it to my downline. So any of you on here that are my downline, I've sent it to you. Sorry, Yvonne, they are Canadian dollars. I have seen some that are done by US demos that would be US dollars. And yes, Betty. Betty's comment to Bonnie is, it works better when you're not under pressure. I'm sorry if you were under pressure. I certainly don't mean to give you pressure during those classes. We just have a lot of fun. So, okay, so no other questions. I am going to carry on with the project I have scheduled for tonight. And like I say, let me know. When I did send this to my downline, because it's a big document with lots of pictures, I had to do it in 2 different PDFs. But you can certainly look at it on screen, or you can print it like I have here. And it's a great tool to have beside you. So, Gail, yes, I will go through the comments afterwards. If I miss commenting to you anywhere along here, I will go back and read them all afterwards. So please remember to comment. My question for you tonight was to share something positive that's happened to you today, whether it's to do with you personally, to do with your Stampin' Up, your cards. Bonnie, your positive obviously would be you got that card to work out, right? So, okay. So I've got my papers strategically placed here so that the lights don't reflect off the glass mat. I am going to use Daffodil Delight for my card base. So I'm going to start with that. And then I will have a piece to go on the inside, a regular 5 1/4 by 4. Then on the outside, I'm going to have Lemon Lolly. And this one is 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And then my white layer that we're going to color first for the background is going to be 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. So that's just a tiny, see if I can get it to show for you, just a very tiny edge around. And so to do that, I'm going to use 3 colors. This card was inspired by my downline member, Nancy, who sent this card to us. And everybody, well, not everybody, but lots of you had said, I want to know how to do that. So I thought, okay, I can figure this out. Well, I didn't reach out to Nancy because I know she's really busy, but I did find a YouTube by a lady who the site is called Onyigo, Onygo stamping. So I'm kind of following what she had demoed, and I have some other samples to show you after. But what she said, and just to give you a bit of a background on it, was take your color wheel and pick 3 colors that are next to each other. So I have picked for tonight, I have Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, and what did I use? I used Peach Pie. I guess I didn't pick them right close to each other. But I just thought, as I picked them up, I thought, okay, these colors are good. I like them. I'm going to use them. So basically, you take your white piece of paper, and the part I really struggled with is keeping my fingers out of the way. And basically, all you do is open your pad and you swipe ink, however you want to do it. I'm starting with Daffodil Delight. And this, as you can see, maybe if I did this, I was thinking of this earlier. I thought, wonder if I held it with this, maybe. I might just have ink on my fingers. So what I did, and following her example, was, what I did have. And then I took the Lemon Lolly, and just the same idea. And I know we have this discussion in class quite often, is if we're OCD or whatever, do you have to have it exact? As you can see by my paper, maybe. Try and get that to where you can see it. That mine are pretty well lined up, but it doesn't matter. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of the peach pie. And because I want mine, this is a background we're making, remember? So I want it basically covered. And I have my magic little cloth here. So I'm going to clean off the glass mat. Isn't that wonderful how that works? And that is available now. If you haven't got one, you can certainly order it. And then what she did, I can't remember what her first name is, that lady that does it on there, but she just, and if you look at Nancy's card, she has bits of black on it as well. And she just, it just seemed to make it pop when you added a little bit of black wherever you wanted it to go. So that basically is our background. If I hold it up, you can see it. I can't zoom on that camera that I have, so just bear with me and ask questions if you need to see more or whatever. But that will be, I should have a paper towel, and I don't have, oh, I have Kleenex. I'll use that to, hello Maggie. Good that you're feeling well enough to sit and watch us tonight. So, so I did find when I did the others that they seem to curl. Maybe I had juicier ink pads or something. I will put that on there. I do want to try one that they tried, or that she tried, was doing it this way. And maybe we'll have a totally different look. But you can see why it's called a swiping. You're just swiping your ink pads across it. And it doesn't matter if you go over what you've done. You're just making a background. So I thank you, whoever it was that asked for me to do a card like Nancy had done for us, because I probably would have just thought, oh, that's really neat, Nancy, but I don't know if I'll do it. And I quite actually had lots of fun doing it. So you can see the it looks a little bit different when you're going the other way, horizontal rather than vertical. So it would depend on what else you're going to do with the card. For mine, I have to keep remembering that I have ink under here now and wipe it off. So it is kind of a fun technique. So I hope you give it a try, and you can certainly share under our Facebook under this video when it's in our Facebook group. I am going to use this one because I have also die cut this. It's a little bit smaller than the one Nancy had on hers, and I'm going to see if this is dark enough to do happy birthday for mine. Ah, yes. Yes, Ines. I see Ines's comment here. She has said, good use of using the stamp pads. It is a way to use, if you've only got 3 colors and a black or whatever, you can certainly come up with something neat like that. I don't have any in front of me, but I will get some embellishments to go on there as well, because one of you who is commenting, everybody's comment, whether you comment tonight or during the week, will go in a draw for this card for next week. So I'm sure you'd like some sparkles on there of some sort. And again, like I say, it's just a very narrow border so that you're showing off the background layer. I like to, with mine, and I don't have it handy, is the brayer to run on the back of there. Then I will just use liquid adhesive again for this, but the greeting I will put on with dimensionals. So I'm seeing some comments about great things that happened to you today. That's awesome. I'm glad you had a good day. And if you do have air conditioning, I'm hoping and praying it continues to work for you while we're in this heat wave, and that we don't have any floods like they had in Toronto. Okay, good question, Maggie. Maggie says, I wonder what the small ink pads would look like. I suspect they would just be narrower, not as wide, narrower widths, because that's what they are. Like, they're not as wide as these, right? Is that kind of what you were thinking too? Hello, Diana. Good to see you here. I presume you've been away camping lots this summer, which is good, and maybe home now to enjoy the air conditioning, right? So I am going to just pop these up with dimensionals, and like I say, don't run away. I do have some other samples that I made. Do you ever do that? Put that on and then look at it and think, oh, that's crooked, I should move it. I think we talked about that today, didn't we? Hello, Laureen. Good to see you. Basically, all we did, used ink pads and swiped to fill up the background color. Yes. Pam says, good idea to use the small ink pads, would be great for kids, for sure. And Diana said it's way too hot to camp these days. Yes, I even with air conditioning in a trailer, I think it would take a lot to keep everything cool. So I'm just going to reach and grab some embellishments and see what we can put on there. I had put some kind of sequins on the other ones I did. Let me see. You guys can tell me. Those would work. Maybe these sequins. Don't think we want snowflakes on that one. Even the jewels would work. Don't have anything else. Well, there's a yellow. No, I don't think so. If you did one in purples, the purples would really show up, wouldn't they? Okay, so you tell me. We have, whatever these are called, adhesive back sequins. We have iridescent foil gems, and we have our regular rhinestones. Lorraine says if I put snowflakes on, that might cool it down. Cool us down. Yeah, I don't think so, because they would melt if they were going to be really cold. So let me know if there's one that you think would look better than the others. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, which is the iridescent foil gems or the rhinestones. What I like to do with this, if they're not stuck too bad on the backing, is to actually lay them like that. Basic black sequins. I don't have black sequins. So that's the foil gems. Sequins, Bonnie, you're meaning these, I presume? Oh yeah, those pop. And then these are, which ones I would use out of those? Because they kind of get lost, don't they? Even the, maybe, sorry Maggie, but I think I'm going to use the rhinestones. I think they, and maybe, hello Joanne, good to see you. I need a pokey tool. So, because we have small ones, I'm going to put 5 of them on here. I know we don't normally do that, but I want to add quite a bit of sparkle to this. So there. So yes, I've been having fun here creating, and I'm glad you're joining me. And please share something positive that happened to you today. So I'm going to, so there's that card. I'm going to try and cover up that glare. And I'll show you the other samples I did before I go to the name draw. Okay, Ina says the sentiment doesn't show up, and that could be just because of my lighting, because here you can see it. So on the reel, on the live, whatever you want to call it, a little stamp tagger would look cute. Yes, a little stamp tagger would look cute on there, Maggie, if you had one. I don't have one. So anyway, let me, well, that's not even going to help if I do that. Oh, sorry, guys. I'll just lay cards in front of you. So the other samples I did were this one, and I used the peach pie, the Cajun craze, and the copper clay. So that was, I'm going to call that peach pie one. I also did the green one that you saw in the beginning. And that was, maybe I'll hold them this way for you. Shaded Spruce, Shy Shamrock, and Pretty Peacock. And, oh, and Yvonne says over on YouTube, she says she got her hair cut and colored today. Well, that's a good thing to do, Yvonne. And we have Stacy here. Good to see you, Stacy. And Pam wants not only the tiger on the outside, but she'd like a nice surprise with a tiger on the inside. I think you guys are all thinking of tiger ice cream, not anything else, right? And then I did a pink one. And the pink one is fresh. See if I can get it up here to where you can see it. Fresh freesia, bubble bath, and petunia pop. So really, it's whatever you like. I like picking my colors like this and just putting them together. And then I use the same happy birthday on all of them, and just one embellishment on those. And I think they turned out all okay. So I see you liking the pink one. Maggie, no blue one. Well, this actually is the blue one, right? That's my excuse. But you're right. Normally I would have a blue one in here, but that one from Nancy is blue. So great. Like the pink one, the green one. So let's see what you guys can make. And now let me see if I can go and share my screen so that we can do the draw. I want entire screen. I want this. 16 of you have commented on here. So as always, I'm going to draw for 3 cards. And if your name is drawn, it will not show up a second time. You'll only get 1 card. But I love having you comment. And I really, really do appreciate you being here and sharing with me. And invite your friends. Let's have more people come and join. It's open to everybody, as you know. And we have a great time. We talk about okay, lost my mouse. Here it is. Talk about all our classes with Zoom that we do. And again, tomorrow we have a class coming up. You should have received your email about that one. Congrats, Roz. And we'll have some fun again tomorrow doing that. And hopefully you can find a cool place to watch and be part of it so that you're not melting in the heat. And Ines, okay, that is our 3. Thank you, ladies. And I will just come back to you. And thank you for joining me. I hope that, again, that, like I say, this card was requested by somebody seeing this one of Nancy's. So if there's anything like that that you would like to see, I had another card. Just a second. I'm going to switch back because I want to show you this one. This one I received in the mail just a couple days ago from Tracy in Saskatchewan. And it's one of those that opens with the I don't know, zigzag fold. It's not a Z fold, but it's a designer paper that goes all the way across. Isn't that neat? And also, I forgot to mention this card that I made 2 weeks ago because I wasn't able to be here last week with the ice cream swirl. And the winner for that one is Marie. So that one will be coming to you, Marie, in the mail before too long. Accordion. Thanks, Karen. Yes, accordion fold is that one. So that's all I have for tonight. I don't see any other comments that I need to answer at the moment, but I will certainly come back and comment on everything on Facebook. And I haven't figured out yet on YouTube, if anybody knows, I would like to be able to go back after this is done and comment on your comments on YouTube. I know I can as we go, but I mean, I don't have that many hands. But I'm sure there must be a way that I can go back in and comment specifically on your questions there after the fact. But I'm still doing research on that. So my happy thing, as you know, I love dwelling on the positive. I love sharing with you. And all is not lost if you learn something new each day. So I'm going to keep learning and see if I can do that with YouTube. So take care, everyone. And hopefully I'll see a bunch of you tomorrow on our Zoom with Friends. Bye now.